Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, all of that juicy goodness. Lately, I've been feeling such a call to do things differently on my channel, and I'm not sure how yet. I just feel like I want to pause everything and just really be my most authentic version of me. And I honestly don't know what that is. Like, I've lately been feeling like I don't know who I am, and that's a good energy to be in. I've learned to accept it. I wasn't always like this, but it's a good energy to be in because it forces you to go deeper. It forces you to ask yourself, what do I want? Like, how do I want to spend each day? Who do I want to spend each day with? And then I can create from there. So I felt called to kind of switch up where I'm filming and just do things just a little bit different. I have 3 decks. I have my Light Seers Tarot deck, not mine. Chris Ann created it. I have my Ever Unfolding Heart, and then Kim Kranz's Animal deck. These are the 3 that I probably use the most for me in my personal readings that I do for myself each morning. And I just felt called to use them for all of you. And a lot of the teachings that happen in my reading. Side note, I used to love Winnie the Pooh as a kid. I had a million different Winnie the Pooh stuffed animals. I had little Winnie the Pooh slippers. So my aunt always used to buy me all Winnie the Pooh things. So I'm obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. But anyway, in a lot of my readings, I teach people basically how to understand why bad things happen in their life, and then how to move through that, or how to leave a toxic relationship, or how to leave a job that doesn't serve them anymore. So I'm essentially teaching them to tune into what's not working in my life, and then what do I want to create. So that's where the manifesting comes in. And that's why my channel kind of has grown a little bit, because more and more people are wanting to come to my channel to learn how to co-create, to learn how to manifest. And the reason why I'm feeling called to kind of switch gears and do things differently is because I know that I have so much more to share other than just how to manifest. So my experiences in my life are big things. Losing a child is a big thing. And there are a lot of people out there. And every time I do a reading party or Reiki with somebody, and I forget that they don't know how to navigate a loss. They don't know how to do it. They don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know how to navigate when somebody cheats on you and breaks your heart. And you're like, where do I go from here? I can't even breathe. And I have those tools. And I feel like on my channel, I don't share it enough. I know I share it like in my videos tend to go on tangents every once in a while, but like I want to like create more videos helping people navigate through tough situations in life. So I feel like that's the call of my heart right now. And I'm just going to go with it, but I still love to use the cards. So we're going to use the cards to kind of see what messages come through with that. But I am going to be starting to create maybe more videos about how to handle tough situations, how to handle grief, how to handle anxiety, how to handle depression. And the most important piece is understanding the mind that is telling you you're crazy, the mind that is telling you your partner's cheating on you and they're not, the mind that's telling you that you're overweight and you should be doing more. Those thoughts, you should not be listening to them. Mind creates a story to keep you on a hamster wheel. It essentially is trying to keep you trapped in a prison. So when you catch yourself for the next 5 days, this is a tool that I give a lot of my clients. For the next 5 days, you are going to pay attention to when you're on that loop. When you're obsessively thinking about something that is not productive, you're going to stop. You're going to take a deep breath and you're going to say, I'm not going to think about that right now. I'm going to be the observer. You're going to pull back and watch yourself think those thoughts and see how it's just keeping you in this hamster wheel. I think there was a quote. I'm trying to think what the quote was. It's not coming to my mind, but I'm thinking it from the Course in Miracles. If you think about our lives as a movie, how we are seeing our life is our reality. What you are seeing is not your reality. It's how you see it. That's the basis of the quote. And if I find it, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But how you are seeing your life is your reality. Okay, so right now, if you were to freeze your life, how you inside your body, how you're viewing it is how you're going to experience it. Okay, so an example could be, say, two people are walking by a homeless person, and you walk by a homeless person, and one person who operates from ego is going to say, oh, I can't believe them. Like, they need to get their life together. They're just looking for handouts. Like, oh, go get a job. They were just, it's constant judgment. You're judging another human being. So one person walks by, it's the same external reality, right? It's the same thing. There's a homeless person sitting there asking for money. One person views it as judgment. The other person says, wow, I wonder what they've been through. I hope they're okay. Should we offer them money? So here's two totally different realities. It's the same scene in the movie, but two perspectives. You get a choice in every minute of every single day which person you want to be. Do you want to be the person that's judging and is negative and is complaining and is just the ego? Or do you want to observe that thought and say, observe that, if you can always see the ego as that other person next to you, it's like your split personality. And you can see that and be like, that is not a good look on you. And I always say that to Michelle, to me. I'm like, Michelle, that is not a good look when I'm judging somebody's body or hair or whatever it is. The old Michelle used to do that stuff, but that's the ego Michelle. So I separate myself and I say, that is not a good look, Michelle. You're going to choose love here. You're going to choose hope. You're going to choose possibility. So even when that other person of you inside of you, your mind, starts to kick in and say, you're stupid, you should have taken this job, or you should have moved, you should have did this, you should have did that. You observe her or him, and you say, it's not a good look. Nope, not choosing those thoughts. So for the next 5 days, you are going to be the witness of your thoughts. You are going to see that there are two versions inside of you. There's one version that is judging and comparing and just being so mean inside of your body. And then there's this other version of you who is relaxed. And it's like, okay, we got this. We can do this. There's hope. There's possibility. I wonder what this person's been through. That kind of loving energy. It's compassion. Okay. So we always want to operate from compassion and love. And when you start to shift that mindset, when you're going through tough things in life, your life changes, because it's you're perceiving it that way. So you get a choice in every single minute of every single day of how you want to perceive your movie. How do you want to be in your movie? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be annoyed? Do you want to be sad? And if things are happening in your reality that bring on those emotions, that's because your internal state is projecting that out. So if you have somebody yelling at you, if you have somebody screaming at you, you immediately turn inside and go, am I doing that to myself? Oh my gosh, I've been yelling and screaming at myself, beating myself up all morning. And here I am being shown a customer or a client or a person who's yelling and screaming at me because the universe is trying to show me in them. So everybody is your mirror. If you're not sure what your internal vibration is at right now, look around what you're experiencing in the last 2 hours. That's your reality. That's your internal state. If you just experienced a bunch of magic and really happy people, great conversations, that means your internal state is really happy. So kudos to you. Okay. All right, let's pull some cards. Let's do a little tarot. I have my red on, getting ready for the holiday season. I know it's kind of far away, but I still love it. 5 of Cups. This is so funny. This is kind of like what we were talking about. It's your perception. Are you seeing it as quicksand? How are you viewing it? Is your life always, do you feel like you're always drowning in your life? Or are you seeing it as things are always here to teach you a lesson and you're so excited to learn more? All right, she is someone who is sad, regretful. She's disappointed with the way things turned out. So I also feel like when you think things are going south, it's like quicksand. When you think everything is falling apart, you're wrong. It's falling into place. So this is all how you perceive it. Are you perceiving it to be falling apart? Are you perceiving it to be quicksand? Everything's falling away from you and you're losing everything? Or are you going to shift that thinking and start living each day being the observer and switching those thoughts? Because if you're thinking these thoughts, then that's what's going to happen. Okay, so shift your thinking. Awesome first card. Let's get another one. 8 of Wands. Big communication coming in, fast, explosive, fireworks. This is fast energy, fast movement. So, and this is so crazy because I just did a video on this. For those of you that saw my little, it was like a Friday night video. I was talking about a pipe that burst in my house. This was that same energy. It's like when you think everything is falling apart and nothing's going the way it's meant to be going, and you're like, oh my God, there's water in my house. What am I doing? How am I going to fix this? And then boom, out of nowhere, there's a solution. There's a manifestation that comes in that knocks your socks off. And it's like a pipe burst. It's like, I'm here. This is it. We're doing this. And it's a great energy. All right, we're going to use my deck now because I love that my deck has a little bit more direct messages about what we're talking about. So Spirit, oh, here we go. We have 2. You guys are not going to believe this. A celebration is coming. That's this energy. A celebration is coming. New partnerships, marriage, pregnancy, moving, an opportunity, promotion. You are worthy of this abundant time. Soak. See the word soak? Soak in the deliciousness. This kind of represents when my apartment was kind of flooded the other day. This is happening for all of us. Right when we think our world is crashing down, right when we have big bills to pay, we have an illness, we have something going on in our family, there's chaos, there's struggles at work. It's like one thing after the other, you're being challenged. That's the 5 of Cups energy, and you're kind of disappointed how everything's turning out. Maybe you're putting an offer in on a house and it falls through, and you're like, oh, I can't believe this. Immediately following that, you see how the universe makes it happen for you. It brings that desire in, that manifestation. And then we have the unicorn card. It says, this unique creature reminds us to trust in something we can't see, feel, or touch. See, we can trust when everything is falling apart. Say your spouse comes to tell you that they want a divorce. And you're like, it feels like quicksand. You feel like you're drowning. You don't know what to do. You don't know where you're going to live, how you're going to handle your finances. And all of these thoughts are so fast and quick. But remember, everything's falling into place. You are being uprooted. You're being taken out of an environment that didn't feel good and that wasn't for your highest good, but you wouldn't have done it on your own. So the universe came in like a tornado, pulled you out. And now it's bringing you better things. It's bringing you things that you were wishing for when you were a little kid. And it's that relationships, promotion, whatever it is. Maybe you get fired from a job and then a week later, you're in your dream job. So keep the faith. This is just how the universe works. And if you're waiting for something like this to happen, and you're like, when's it going to happen? I'm so tired of my life being stuck and stagnant. If you're waiting in that energy, you have to shift. You have to go out and do things that you love, do something different, drive down a different street, go to a different coffee shop, have new conversations, just be different, okay? And then the unicorn, like I said, it's reminding you to trust. It says, have you been second guessing the universe? It's time to start believing again. And I just had a client here, we were doing Reiki, and I told her she had these big bills going out. I said, the universe makes that happen because it wants you to trust it. It throws you to the fire and it's like, hey, we're going to make them feel like they're losing everything and they're having to pay all these bills. But that's because something's about to arrive and it wants to see if you're going to trust it. Are you going to trust that the universe has your back? And you can. All right, final card. The mouse, fireworks. This is just like the 8 of Wands. There's a happy ending. Pay attention to the small details. I just heard play the lottery. But yeah, fireworks. This is all about you thinking that something couldn't come true. You were just this tiny little mouse and you're like, there's no way I'm going to get this. But now you are seeing that you are capable of co-creating and manifesting such amazing things, and you didn't think it was possible. These fireworks are showing you that it's possible. The unicorn is saying it's possible. You can believe in the magic. This is a card of magic. And the mouse reminds you that no matter how small you think you are not small. big things can happen for you. You are special. Remember that. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely week. Peace out.